Okay, looks like microphone is working properly now. At least it's giving me the green bars. Thank you, Dr. Hesting. I had no idea my microphone was not working. Maybe I should get a second monitor on my basement setup so that I can actually keep better track of all of the things. Yeah, the microphone looked like it was working when I was setting up for stream. Why it decided not to work is anyone's guess. Anyway, to repeat a joke from earlier, did someone call for a bug zapper? Or shall I kill the evil spiders with fire? Again, if I need money, I can sell the Arania fangs in Fort Draco. The Arania dead, you examine the bodies. They seem to be a slith patrol which... the bodies seem to be a slith patrol which fell afoul of the Aranea. Aranea... I don't always pronounce that the exact same way. You search their bodies, but most of the valuables have sunk into the mire. You do find some coins, though, and a stick with strange letters carved on it. So I get a wand of... something. Karanos, maybe? I already had one of those. Warning, spiders! Yeah, I figured that part out. Now, what the game does not make obvious... at least I think it's here. Haha! Hidden cave. Yeah, I don't really do no commentary streams. I tend to prefer content that has game players reading dialogue aloud. And verbally reacting to stuff. This tiny hidden cave is so choked with spiderwebs that it's almost impossible to move. Small spiders the size of your hand watch you hungrily, hoping you move closer. You emerge into a huge cave. Dominating its center is a giant stone spire, covered with webs and huge runes. The latter have been burnt into it, probably with simple magical spells. The ceiling of the cave arcs high above you. It's almost impossible to see, however, because of the gigantic masses of webs covering the walls and hanging above you. Ahead, you hear the clicking and hissing noises of giant spider conversation. Delightful. Hope nobody here is arachnophobic. I really wish that the Araneas and the regular giant spiders use different graphics. Sometimes they do. Actually, I think all of the spiders here are Araneas, which is kind of annoying. So my priest has 2 multi-target spells, 3 if you count Repel Spirit. Smite is very weak, and Divine Fire is kinda overpowered here. I could summon a shade just for fun. And of course my shade is going to get slowed into oblivion. Hooray! Shade did something useful, and two of the spiders are just hasting each other back and forth. I could try hasting myself, but the spiders would just cast slow and negate it pretty much immediately. Oh, I'm not just slowed, I'm webbed. Ugh. Okay. I have too many items. Great. And I should take a moment to catch up with chat. Yeah, the tiny jumping spiders are adorable. In real life. Potions among some trash. The potions are also trash. Well, the potions might not be that much trash if the spiders keep slowing me. They're probably not worth it. Okay, who's there? You're there. Okay, let's use haste potion. And have one turn left. Why is Esme getting to move before McGrat now? Shield is probably garbage. I should do some healing. Oh yeah, the Leafy Nebula, I think you're talking about the first scenario in Blades of Exile, the one that was available in the demo version. That was Skylark Vale and the School of Magery that got shut down. Shut down much too quickly, and left some hazards behind. Ha! I thought I remembered some hidden stuff in here. Maybe? Ugh. Well, I'm not going to go casting Farsight just yet. That's just going to confuse me about where I've been. Haste will not save you this time! I see shiny coins. I take. I could probably use Repel Spirit on those skeletons, but honestly, they're so weak and easy to take out with, just a quick melee strike. On this mummified and drained body, you find a large, flawless quartz crystal. And it doesn't go into a character inventory, which means it goes into my special items. I think. Long, beautiful shard of quartz crystal. Yeah, I think there's just a bonus crystal here for fixing the crystal cave. Just in case you missed the other 5 or 6. Chainmail. A few coins, a skull for the Skull Lord. You don't have to walk straight into the webs, you can clear them by looking at them. And I know there's more stuff to find in the center here. There we go. Okay, more coins and a healing potion. Is that really all there is? No, not at all. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. And, oh, look, horrors. There's not just regular Aranias, there's a hostile spider queen. What fun. I should really do some buffing here. For fire! Okay, none of the spiders died to fire blast. Those are some pretty tough spiders. Better. Ow. Oh, darn it all. Huzzah! The Spider Queen is dead, and so is Jay. Slight problem. Just a very slight problem there. Yeah, I don't know if these early games had cheat codes exactly. They do have character editors. I usually try to avoid using the character editors unless I get into real big trouble. Mostly what I do is just save scum. I should probably come back here when Jay is no longer dead. So the good news is I can leave all of his stuff here, and it will not get lost. If this was Exile, I would be in much worse shape because I couldn't leave the dungeon and have all of his stuff stay there. It would disappear as soon as I left. Yeah, forgetting to save and end up screwed, that's a thing. That is when I would break out the character editor to re-alive my characters. Scum-intended Vogel, indeed. Anywho, I found a thing. You have reached the dark altar of the mysterious and sinister Spider Lord. Spider Queen, Spider Lord, same thing. There's a stone statue of a twisted, leering arachnid on it. The statue looks like it was magically molded and shaped from the black rock of the altar. The multifaceted eyes of the statue are dozens of rough but valuable gemstones. It would be a quick job to pry them all out. Yeah, even if I was pretty sure that wouldn't curse me, I don't need the gold that much right now. I mean, I will take the coins that are just sitting around. Pants of Power. Ooh, that sounds cool. I didn't remember Pants of Power being in this game. Prevents 1 to 3 points of damage. No matter how close to savagery the people of Avernum came, they never forgot the immense value and dignity inherent in a good pair of pants. Especially pants with good pockets. So yeah, the Pants of Power just protect from more damage than the regular pants. Hooray. Okay, there's another secret thing in here, maybe? That I can't access from right here, though. Well, I will leave Jay's pile of stuff here where it's safe for now. Maybe continue to do a little exploring. Okay, secret barriers. Do I want to make a backup save? Elder Aranea. I can probably handle you while I'm down one fighter. Especially if I keep pulling off hits like that. Well, that was easy. So what's this rune do? As you step on this rune, the white strands of web to the right and left of you start to rearrange themselves. Soon they form long strings of what look like words. They're in a very strange, magical dialect, but you might be able to decipher them. You concentrate on the runes, but they keep shifting and changing before your eyes. Occasionally, one of them forms into a recognizable word, but then the letters wriggle away again. Very strange. You don't know what to do to understand the writing. Try runes on the right. I learned... Ooh, Fire Blast level 3. Esme just got even more powerful. Okay, another little hidey hole. With healing potions that I maybe should be using more than I do. Who's there? Esme can only see 2 spiders right now, otherwise I might use the upgraded Fire Blast. I think that's everyone for now. Okay, normally I would be rather concerned about having a dead party member, but I believe there is something useful just to the north of me. Are you bandits or are you Avernum soldiers? At first, you thought this was a group of Avernum soldiers patrolling this distant area. When they get close and draw their weapons, you realize you've had the ill fortune of meeting a group of bandits. When they get a good look at you, however, they recognize you. Your reputation has preceded you. They run away very quickly. Smart of them. Because, again, even with one of my party members dead, Esme just learned level 3 Fire Blast. Ha, here you are. Improbably, there is a monastery here out in the middle of nowhere. Sedate, smiling, armed men and women stop tending the mushroom patches and cave cows to greet you and invite you in for dinner. Heavily armed, so they must be Shaolin style. The clerics treat you to good, hot food and conversation. The mushroom soup is delicious, and the wine is fantastic. You find they camp here for quiet and meditation, to get away from the constant warfare in the south, and most importantly, to try to perfect their skill in the healing arts. They do all right here, as the evil spiders have learned to leave them alone. As you talk, you notice that you feel energized. They explain that this effect was caused by the soup, which contains a specially healing mushroom mixture. They explain some of the other wonderful restorative techniques they've developed. And best of all, they are willing to share their knowledge. They offer, for a donation, to teach you the spell Return Life. Are you interested? Very. As the monks offer you this magical spell, they mention that you need Balm of Life to cast it. They say you might learn how to make it at the Tower of Magi. Oh, and I am at max gold, so I don't know how much gold I've picked up has been wasted over the last several minutes. I don't think I can... Oh, I can cast Return Life in the outdoors. Hi there, Jay. Welcome back. Jay is alive again! And probably has one hell of a headache. So yeah, fortunately I did have at least one dose of Balm of Life on me already. I don't think I know the recipe for it, though. Strength Potion, Grey Mold Salve... I do have the recipe for Balm of Life. That is cool. Successfully made potion. So I do still need to go and retrieve Jay's equipments. In this secluded grove, you find a patch of beautiful, nice-smelling, bright orange mushrooms. You recognize them. These slightly magical mushrooms can be very useful for creating healing potions. Healing herbs. In Exile, instead of orange mushrooms or generic healing herbs, these were ember flowers. I appreciate the impulse to simplify things, but sometimes I do miss little bits of detail that get lost when that happens. Yeah, 3D games are fun and all, but I tend to like more the two-dimensional games that let you use a bit more of your imagination. Also, I love a lot of indie games, whether they are RPGs or platformers. And hooray, Jay's pile of stuff is still here. No, I do not want the bones. Fine, I'll keep the bones until I can put them down. I don't have a whole lot of iron arrows left. That's fine, because I can replace them with steel. Now my question for the room is, who should get the Pants of Power? Because on the one hand, Esme has the least armor. On the other hand, my frontline fighters are the ones most in danger of actually getting dead. I may not have been able to explore... Hey now. Hem. Even if I don't get to explore all of the stagnant tunnels, I got 2 new spells on this session, so pretty successful. I need to stop walking into webs. There's a thing I can do up here. There's another thing I can do up here. So ordinarily, I would need a boat to do exploring in these parts. But you see... No, that's Amber. Who's got the orb? But you see, I have an orb. I soar up into the air. I can cross bodies of water. I cannot fly over enemies. It's just the one eye beast hanging out there, so not too bad. Also, it's not clear if Smite counts as cold or energy damage. It's kind of a crap spell. You find large patches of a sweet-smelling dark gray mold. This is gray mold, one of the rarest and most useful potion ingredients. And I didn't actually need to come and collect this patch because I got some elsewhere in the game. But still, something I wanted to do for completion. You find the ravaged remains of a gray mold patch. Maybe someday it will grow back. And I have to pay attention to how many spaces I can go with this thing. Lest I fall into the water and die. I need to do some inventory rearrangement at some point. So there's that. And I would like to see if I can cross the river with my orb here. Because then I don't need to go down and get the boat. Oh, not quite. You fall into the water and rapidly drown. So not there, maybe here? Success. You meet a large group of giant spiders. You prepare to defend yourselves. However, instead of building webs or attacking you as expected, they are running around playing and chatting in high-pitched voices. When they see you, they jump in surprise, yelp, calm down, and move away to resume what they were doing. The main thing you can determine about them is that they are very silly. Eventually, they regain their composure and wander off. Yay, giant, intelligent, friendly talking spiders. And I can totally visit them, and actually kind of want to, just to figure out what's with this bit of map in here. I'm starting to remember how much I hate trying to explore this place. No passage available? No way to actually explore in there? How annoying. Jeff, why would you do such a thing like, include inaccessible map areas? Also, I'm amused that my webs magically disappear when I go outside. You're the one that will buy Aranea Fangs. Duh. And while I'm in this corner of the world, I want to swing by Formula. Because it turns out, when you train a character in priest skills, they don't automatically learn the first few spells. Unless you train them at character creation. I have to go and buy them. And now Geetha is capable of helping out, priest-wise. And I don't care that prices are exorbitant because I keep getting too much money. And I'm not even going to bother with Smite. You may notice that Jay has a few spell points also. I've given him and Geetha both a little bit of training in priest spells for the possibility of casting more healing spells, and also that plus intelligence will give willpower to resist things like charming by gremlins. It's not entirely worked out for me so far. Okay, back to what I was doing before. I was about to say, where's the boat? But then I remembered I don't have the boat up here. I just orbed over it. And I just noticed that we get a little bat symbol when we are flying. That is cute. Anyway, there is something over here that I believe was not in Exile 1. This long tunnel is unusually moist and cold, and the glowing ceiling fungus is on the sparse side. The farther north you go, the colder and more uncomfortable you feel. Lost Basikava. I feel like we've heard that name before. You have found a small, well-hidden Slith Zerikai outpost. Fortunately, the guards here, though they look very suspicious, seem to have no intention of attacking you. Avernum has many hostile Sliths and a few friendly ones. This colony seems to belong to the latter category. Oh, I've got a couple more people in chat. Hello, Renard LeBlanc, and hello, Arxolaire. Yes, I have the orb. I can go all the places. And guards don't talk to me. You're not a generic guard, you are Sishas. You meet a young Slith male. He stares up at you listlessly. He seems to be not quite all there. Are you all right? No, I mourn. I mourn my father. I sensed his death. How did he die? I am not exactly sure, but I know I felt his spirit leave this reality. He went below on an expedition to find the answering stone. His voice is listless as he tells you the tale. It is a holy amulet, an ancient meditation aid of the Slith Zerikai. It was stolen by Sistis when we were banished. Alas, when they tried to shut the gate keeping us away, there was a battle. Many Sliths died, and the stone was lost. Yet we believe it lies in the caverns below. He speaks no more. We are big, bold adventurers. Perhaps we could help. That would be a kindness. Then my father's death would not be futile. Speak with Sisvos. She can tell you more of it. Yeah, Avernum is basically a remake of the Exile games, with somewhat nicer graphics and refined story writing. At first, the blood and gore on the altar makes you nervous. Then you look closer and realize the Sliths have been sacrificing lizards. Strange, but not as bad as the alternative. Talking to Sisbas. This ancient Slith Zerikai is kneeling before a moldy, cracked altar. His scales are pale and withered, and his fangs are yellow and dull. Even though you are humans, he doesn't seem worried about you. Welcome, humans, he says. I am Sisbas. What kind of temple is this? I am honored to be a priest of Basikava. Forgive my ignorance, but who or what is Basikava? This ruin is Basikava, the place where we Sliths entered this land. I and a few others stay here to remember our purpose here. We are in this land to atone. He shakes his head sadly. We were banished to these caves centuries ago. Sistis, ancestor of the Sistis that terrorizes these caves, and his barbaric followers were banished from our rich, tranquil lands to these barren caves. Here, we are trying to regain our holiness. I think in Exile it was Sistos who got banished, but either way, ancestor of Sistis, big bad Slith. I can relate Arxolaire. I love different things about Avernum and Exile, but Exile always has a special place in my heart, because it's the first thing I played. What sort of... Oh, we can tell him we killed Sistis. Cool. It matters not. He points at his head with a clawed finger. We must find purity in here, not out there. What sort of holiness are you trying to recapture? We Slith Zerikai have a peaceful nature, but in some of us it is corrupted. This small colony lives in these caves as a reminder that we are not here to kill, but to regain our peaceful nature. He sighs. It may be a foolish dream, but it is the one that keeps me alive. Why Is there an altar? This is a holy place, a place of our atonement. And why do you kill lizards? Aren't you lizards? Humans kill and sometimes eat the monkeys on your surface, yes? It is same. How would you know about that? A few humans come here and talk with us. We learn much of your surface from them. Like you, we are exiled from our homeland. Okay. I mean, we could also say that just because they kill small lizards doesn't make them any different from us who kill small mammals. And I need more light. You find several small pools in which a handful of baby sliths grow and play. These fingerlings watch you nervously. With this few young, it's a wonder this outpost has lasted as long as it has. And naturally, we cannot talk to the slith babies. Talking to Sis Tass. Does everyone here have the Sis prefix on their name? That usually means that the slith is some sort of leader. This is a young slith female. She sits and sharpens her two-tined spear. She says, "Welcome, humans. I am Sis Tass. We greet you in peace, and we hope you will return the favor." They also could all be part of the same clan, which would make sense. Are you a warrior? When there is a need, we are relieved to see you are peaceful. We are peaceful. At least sometimes, when we're not looting. Do you often have problems with humans? Yes, we live in constant fear of humans. Most of your kind hate us. It is already difficult enough maintaining our colony. Our small band has lived here for 200 years, keeping hidden and maintaining our tiny population as best we can. She continues to sharpen her weapon. We have survived so far, but any disaster could wipe us out. It would be a tragedy if this happened before we could fulfill our purpose. Helping to redeem our slith brothers and sisters. You should speak to my elders. They can tell you much more than me. They are all around. You speak our tongue very well. We have many years here to think and contemplate, and at times your kind visits us. We have much time to practice your speech. How big is your colony? I already asked that. Why are humans attacking you? Because humans and sliths don't usually get along. Our dark brethren have caused so much harm among you. We are afraid you will mistake us for violent sliths and slay us. That is why we hide here. Very few humans are finding us. Also, I have to wonder if the Lost Basikava colony knows about Nass, or if Nass knows about Basikava. I think Nass does not know about Basikava. They seem to think that it was indeed lost and did not know how to find it. I should go over here. You look important. This slith is huge and muscular. She bears herself with extreme strength and dignity, and she carries her massive spear as if it is made of air. Welcome, human. Have you come to learn of who we are, of our beliefs? Are you in charge here? I am the chosen leader. You are welcome here, and I rejoice at your arrival. I hope that it may be a sign. A sign that the sacred stone may be recovered at last. Somewhere in the depths below, we seek an answering stone, a sacred slith artifact. It looks like a piece of granite, we think. If you could recover it for us, we would reward you as best we can. We hope your arrival is a sign that it can be recovered. And what have you folks done to try and recover it? A band of us went below to try to recover it. One of us had a dream telling us it was time, but it was a false vision. We have divined all but one of them were slain. The survivor was below, but that was weeks ago. He may well be dead now. His name was Lagar. Tell me of Lagar. That seems like an unusual name for a slith. I am right. Lagar, an odd name for one of our kind. He was a mighty warrior, so perhaps he deserved an unusual name. He was the leader of the expedition. I hope he lives still, but I have little hope. No matter. If you find the stone, return it to me, and I will pay you well. Now I can ask, why is the answering stone so valuable? Because it is like a book that speaks to us, that answers our questions, and tells us of the lost thoughts and meditations. With it, we think, we will be able to purify ourselves that much more quickly and return to our home. So who are you people? We are a small colony of sliths, living here in lost Basikava and dreaming of our return to our homeland. It was lost centuries ago. You should speak with Sisbas in the temple. I lead our bodies. He leads our spirits. We believe our purpose here is to ponder and to refine ourselves, to become pure enough to pass through lost Basikava and return to our home. Okay. So Basikava is lost not so much because they forgot where it is, as they have been banished and forbidden from passing back through. And they hope that if they can sufficiently purify themselves, they can lift that curse. Siskas. This young slith has red markings on her face. She is passing back and forth. She seems to wish she was thinking in silence, rather than speaking with you. I meditate on mysteries. This is a place of learning. We study your tongue, and philosophy, and many other mysteries. Right now, I ponder the metal triangles. We found one of them recently, a small metal triangle of an unfamiliar metal. I am pondering what it might be for. I do not have it, though, alas. The expedition took it below. Why did you send out an expedition? We thought it might help to recover the answering stone. That was why the expedition left, 2 months ago, to recover the stone. Okay, so not all that long ago, actually. Alas, they have not returned. You should speak to our leader about this, if you wish to know more. Have done so. The answering stone is a very sacred slith artifact. We would reward well one who could find it for us. You should speak with our leader if you wish to know more. Sisvos, she is nearby. Now excuse me, I must ponder. But I wasn't done. Do you know where we might find any more of these triangles? She thinks, and then looks at the east wall of her home. I'm not sure, but you might want to search the crawl space behind the wall. My ancestors used to throw refuse back there. It might be worth a look. Okay, sure, I can do what you can't be bothered to do yourself. There's an iron spear, sandals, bones. Aha. This room hasn't been disturbed for months. You spot something in the corner, under a thick layer of decomposed fungi. You clean it off and look at it. It's a triangular wedge of metal. Looks like silver. Okay. Metal triangle. This is a silver equilateral triangle, 2 inches on a side and 1/4 inch thick. Might mean something to the sliths. There's a little bit of something over here that I can't get to from here. And defense with some lizards. And the lizard is out. And I knew there had to be more to this. Owie. Oh, what? Okay, this giant lizard is in fact trying to eat me. Show him who's boss. The air to the east is dank and stagnant, and you have to struggle to to overcome an intense, involuntary feeling of fear. Nobody has come down here for a long time. You can sense someone has placed powerful magical wards on these tunnels. The secrets of lost Bosikava await. Lizard people before Bethesda made them into mayonnaise? What? I would probably understand that joke better if I played any of your Skyrims or your Baldur Gates. I will say though, Baldur's Gate 3 does look pretty cool. Oh, one of those is a drake. Again, Divine Fire is not that great against fire lizards, and Smite is just not that great in general. Okay, apparently Smite is coded as energy, even if it looks like it should be ice. Whatever. Ow. Okay, Geetha and Jay took a lot more damage from that fire than Magrat and Esme did, which makes me think that Geetha or Jay should be getting the Resistance Mind Crystal. Blurg. Slith Warrior strikes Giant Lizard. Okay then. Who wants lizard steaks? Absolutely nothing in the nests. And another drake, who hasn't noticed me just yet. That was a good hit. Also, in this version of the games, I can bless my party members. I cannot curse my enemies. Another drake. It seems that someone left magical lizards as well as magical wards. Yeah, being able to hit things with your lead character out of combat is pretty great sometimes. Yikes. Haste Elixir and Vulnerability. Healing Elixir, there we go. Githa's getting some shielding now. At least I get a decent number of targets for Smite. Finally. Wand of Slowing. A horn and some bones. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of something here. And there it is. Yeah, the minute I see more than one thing that can attack me long distance, I go into combat mode. Oof. Jay, do you have any healing elixirs? No, just healing and invulnerability potions. Why don't I have any full healing spells yet? Also, where the heck was that? Oh, okay, I guess the Slith warrior fighting the lizard must have been over here, where the giant lizards got out of their pen, and were not coded to be friendly. So I suppose the Sliths of Basakava will be dining on roast lizard haunch tonight. Just a little acid, it's fine. Actually, so Magrat can heal for almost 30. Githa can heal herself for half of that. Bleh. This is a very annoying number of fire lizards. Yeah, fire spells do nothing. And once again, I really wish I had a mass haste spell. Okay, I can go here, or I can go north. at least someone has left some bridges intact. More of you. Gah. Finally, something I can use my advanced fire spells on, and I don't actually want to spend the spell points on it. I would rather save them for healing and stuff. Firebolt's fine, though. Firebolt's cheap. And very effective. Very cost-effective. Was there literally any point to coming in here? Hello? I was about to ask if you were the magic casting kind of spider. And it turns out at least 3 of you are. Upgraded fire blast time. Oh, they're all elder Araneas, and so most of them still aren't dead. I can fix that. Slowly, I can fix this. How dare you know lightning spray? Yeah. Scroll of Bolt of Fire, that's not even remotely worth picking up anymore. You find a long, narrow box bolted to the floor and covered with strange markings. There's no latch or lock. You try to move the box or pry it open, but it doesn't budge. You can't figure out how to get inside it. Huh. I don't remember what the deal with that one is. Presumably there's some sort of wheel to turn or lever to throw that will change the status of it. I thought that was going to be an easy fight for a moment, and then I noticed the drake. Although, wouldn't it be funny if some of these turned out to be basilisks instead of regular lizards? The drakes aren't even dropping any loot. What a ripoff. Okay. So yeah, unlike most of the dungeons in this game, this one was not in Exile, and so I don't remember it nearly as well. I do remember it somewhat. Okay, I think I want to be in here, but the question is, how do I get in here? Yes, I know there's stuff in there. And I can't use the Orb of Thralney indoors. So we have to think our way through this one. Oh, hi. This concealed cavern contains several slith bodies. The hideous smell and their not quite complete state of decomposition indicate they haven't been dead more than a few months. Oh no. There are 4 bodies, and it looks like they were killed by multiple bursts of extreme heat. Possibly drakes or fire lizards? Possibly magical traps? I could kill them right now with Esme, and then I would be quite low on spell points. I wonder if any of those spirits were the ghosts of these sliths. Most of this warrior's supplies were destroyed by a burst of intense fire. One thing survived. It's a small silver triangle. Grimacing, you search the charred body. You don't find anything of value. Only things left are an iron buckler and a slith spear. Oh, that's awesome that you made some DIY armor and weapons. And yes, there is a boat here. That should be useful. Okay. I guess this bit of land is just here to tease me that there is more beyond. So I see stairs down, and over here I see a ramp up. With another slith body, and a blessed buckler. Okay. Pity that it did not help him. Oh dear. Well, there's a spirit and a white. They're not so bad as drakes. Hey, Magret, you can be useful in this fight. Yay. Golden goblet. That's interesting to find down here. Okay, so this was a random dark altar, but did not give me anything of value. Basakava Deeps. So this dungeon has at least 3 layers. And Esmond is very low on spell points. We should fix that. Yeah, no, unfortunately you cannot fly out of a boat. You need to be standing on solid ground to initiate flight. You're a demon. Ice Lance worthwhile at this point? I still have Ice Lances at only level 2. I haven't found the 3rd level of that one yet. Another demon. It's funny that I found level 3 for Fire Blast and Lightning Spray, but so far not Ice Lances. Let's not waste time with arrows. Oh, mutant lizard, okay. Also, my light is not lasting that long here. Annoying. Ow. This area might be a little harder than I thought. Oh goody, another Drake. Light is the spell I wanted. staff, iron halberd, slith spear, and magic lockpicks. Not that I need more than, like, one magic lockpick, but still, it's fun to pick them up. Lots of water around here. I wonder if I'll find another boat. Also lots of darkness. Can't say as I am entirely a fan of the darkness right now. Hi. Really? Finally. So that was the thing that happened. Maybe instead of healing every other round, I'll start some shielding. Oh yeah, the first few times I dealt with basilisks in Exile 1 was pretty terrifying. Because in that game, if you die in the field of combat, if you can't cast Raise Dead immediately, you are boned. Stoned, in fact. Okay, that's where the paths link up. Another basilisk. Which was a little bit less tough than the previous one, apparently. This area looks somewhat important. Yeah. Oh, not just basilisk, basilisk. Yeah. Okay, so it looks kind of important because of the statues, but is actually just a dead end. This place, on the other hand, you find a massive pair of gates, forged from steel and covered with strange writing. The metal glows slightly. Above the gate's pole rings, you see an interesting design. It's a star with 6 points, each point a depression in the middle of the door. On a hunch, you insert your metal pieces into the depressions. They stick there, but you don't have enough to fill all of the holes. Disappointed, you take the pieces back out. It appears we must go hunting elsewhere. What was that? There you are. How did you get over there? Now this place looks significant. Looming in the darkness to either side of you are several large, ruined buildings, built in a very strange, angular style. Cave quakes and erosion have very slowly worn away these ancient structures. Faded frescoes on the walls depict sliths of all sizes and shapes. Fascinating. While the Slithzerikai in your caverns all live in caves, the sliths who created this place were rather skilled architects. As interesting as this place is, however, it's also very ominous. It is centuries old, and as you examine it, you feel that you're being watched. No basilisks here, just more mutant lizards. Yeesh, full damage fire blast, and 2 of them are still standing. Oh, hey, more demons. What fun. Hasting didn't work out so great for you, now did it? Okay, standing on the runes does nothing. What about reading the book? Whatever this tome once said, it has long since rotted away. Shreds of spotted leather are all that remain. Aww. Also, I never thought about that having basilisks in unlit rooms being good containment for them. That is a very good point. I always thought of it more as a sneaky trick for adventurers, like, oh, you can't see where you're going and what's approaching? Surprise, basilisk! Here's an altar with no demons so far. Interestingly, this altar has an ankh on it. You had thought that this was an exclusively human religious symbol. It would seem humans, and at least some Slithzerikai, have more similarities than you thought. There are 3 triangular pieces of metal sitting on the altar. It looks like silver. You scoop up and pocket the pieces of metal. You then find that although this temple is ruined, some of its magical defenses are still quite intact. There's a bright flash of light. Ew. Okay, Slith avatars are really tough. Yeah. Slith avatars are tough, but I am tougher. Okay, I now have 5 metal triangles. And darkness. And lizards. Still need to try using the Wand of Koronos on one of my own characters, because fun. I kind of thought there were 6 of the metal triangles, but I could be mistaken on that. At this point, it's easy enough to go check the door again. Okay, still missing one, at least. Darn. Not real sure what I'm missing here. Okay, I was missing whatever this was. Talking to Legar. This is a Slith warrior. Malnutrition has left him very skinny, but you can tell that he was very strong not long ago. He roasts a thin, pale cave fish over a small fire and watches you. What are you doing here? I was on a sacred mission. Now I just try to survive. Your people are eager to know what happened to you. Soon I will try to return to my people. For now, I avoid the horrors that travel these caves. Drakes, basilisks, even demons. The gate barring us from the lands we were banished from has many defenses. The gate is far below us somewhere. Did you find out about the defenses? Presumably he found out about them firsthand. Monsters, traps. You may be able to handle it, but we couldn't. We failed in our mission. Honestly, there's no shame in that, because those defenses are pretty tough. I had a dream, telling me that soon an attempt to regain the sacred answering stone of the Slith people should be made. Alas, my band were not the ones destined to make it. A band of drakes ambushed and slew us. I grieve, for I was sure it was the time. For in the dream, I learned the ritual. The answering stone's purpose is to absorb the energies of meditation and reflect them redoubled. I learned a chant that activates the stone and makes it hum. It could be very useful in detecting it. This must not be lost. I need to pass it on before I die. Tell me if you wish to learn it. I do. Teach me. He teaches you a brief chant. Use this when you think the stone is near, and it will show itself. You take note of this. And how can we pass the defenses, aside from killing all of them? We are not sure, but I think it involves finding 6 silver triangles. I knew there were 6. My dreams revealed them to me. I saw them. They are close. They must be found if the stone is to be recovered. Unfortunately, you do not have one to give me. There's that. There's not much other places that something could be found in here. got a couple of hunches. I've got a couple of hunches and some ability to make more energy potions. I was really hoping I would find a boat down here. Maybe not. No. No, not that inventory. Special items. Still only have 5 metal triangles. Knowledge of rituals and chants does not show up in here. Wait. Oh, right. Spider Queen Fangs. I forgot that was a thing. Perhaps someone would buy such an unusual souvenir. Okay. Well, at least my light spell will last the normal amount of time up here. You were just a dead body. Looks like there is a way to get in here. That looks like a ramp from down below. There's also a conspicuously open chunk of map here. Oh, hi. I found the last silver triangle. Hooray! Wait, is that a ramp from below, or that might be a ramp? Let me look at that thing again. I can't really see it is the problem, so I can't tell if that's coming from the level below or the level above. But I have all 6 triangles now. On a hunch, you place your 6 triangular pieces into the 6 depressions. There is a dull metallic thud from inside the gate, and the 6 pieces fall out. You collect them. The gate swings open. This seems like a good time to make a save. And maybe make some energy potions. Energy elixir would be a good thing to learn here. And boy am I glad that alchemy can be done multiple times per day. Let's try actually doing the beast ceremony before going in. As you enter this shadowy chamber, a glowing nimbus appears around several of the sarcophagi. Translucent beings rise up through the stone slabs. The air grows icy cold. The vicious beings brandish their spectral weapons and float towards you. Do I want to be able to see them? Yes, I do, because they can see me regardless. They don't count as undead. Oh. So anyway, I just started blasting. I did not notice you. You're a Hakai. That is bad. I don't like you. Honestly, invulnerability potion might not be a bad call here. And Jay, you have one too. Remember that thing I said about the Wand of Koronos? I can only target enemies. We are not using that right now. Oh, I forgot I had the Rod of Arcana. I mean, I'm still glad that I used up some of my potion-making ingredients for energy potions. Divine Fire will probably work on the Slith avatars and not the Hakai, if I have to guess. Yep, and not very well on the avatars, honestly. Oh, I can't see him from here. Why is that? Yeah. Acid. I wonder if that guy's vulnerable to acid. Fun with summoning. Okay, Hakai took no damage from lightning, but does take a little from acid. Okay, good to know. And I will let my new lizard friends take over for melee duties. Okay, fighters are hasted and pretty well shielded. I could toss out a repel spirit. Oof. 3 damage from acid, so it does degrade over time. But I got him. You pry open the sarcophagus, looking for treasure, because of course we do. All you find are bones and dust. Okay, what about the obelisks? The obelisk is blank. You find a pair of massive steel doors, even larger than the gates to the north. They are covered with etchings of the Slith gods, all in poses of strength and battle, all looking out at you. As you approach, you hear a voice in your mind. It is calm, insistent, and sibilant, a Slith voice. Be it known that the servants of Thys and all his progeny are banished from our civilized lands. Spread whatever evil you want, fight whatever senseless wars you want, but do it far from us. Never will any of the dark progeny of Thys return through this portal until they have at last learned the virtues of patience and peace. Farewell. May the gods watch you and grant you wisdom. Then there is silence. The portal to the lands of the Slithzerikai beyond remains closed, and it may remain so for all time. And I imagine that even if they were to open again, they might not be particularly welcoming of humans. So I think that's everything we can do on the bottommost level. We still haven't found any clue to the whereabouts of the answering stone. But there is that one bit of dungeon that we have not been able to explore yet. So I want to see if I can figure that out. Probably going to end the stream fairly soon after that, though. Because Garnet says it is getting close to bedtime for humans. Or at least close to cuddle time. Yeah, I can't go through the rocks there. Garnet, off the desk, please. Thank you. I think I'm missing something somewhere in this level, but I'm not quite sure what. At least all the drakes are dead, so I can explore somewhat more freely. No, thought that was worth investigating. You seem like you won't have anything new to say. Okay, I can't tell her that Lagar is still alive. might have to start spamming Farsight again. If I get really desperate, I can pull up a guide on my tablet. There's something. You're a chunk of amber. Great. Okay. Pretty sure I've explored everything around here. Apparently I haven't. Amber, Blessed Javelin, not bad. Ooh, Nimble Gloves. Good for thieving. Yep. Nimble Gloves increases chance of picking locks and disarming traps. Not that I really need that. Though it looks like they also have a slight defensive boost. Here, Jay, you get to be mightier for a bit. Gloves sell for almost nothing. You know, I could look at that box I found earlier. Because finding that secret reminded me of it. And I haven't found a switch or a lever or a button, but I do know a chant now. Okay, still can't do anything with that. Frustrating. Okay, so I found a secret that I had been missing. I don't see where I can find anything else. that's you. Oh, I think this was the other area that I could get up into. Bleh. Yeah, that's just... Okay. See, I don't remember if I actually find the answering stone here, or if I can just tell the ritual to the sliths up above. Because I think the sliths above are so few in number and low in strength at this point that they wouldn't want to come back down here. And they would just get mauled by the defenses. But man, I haven't seen any spots that would prompt me to do anything. Well, I wanted to finish off Lost Bossicava and then end the stream, but I think I might have to duck out of here and go look up a guide for a couple of things, go find a hint book. Because it has been going on for a little while, and it is well past midnight my time. Let me at least go where the light lasts a bit longer. And I will pick this up once I know where to actually look for the answering stone. So until next time, have a good night, everybody.